Well, with LDLC's win against Na'Vi, Kinguin will remain at the bottom of the standings. This is a precarious position and will likely remain unchanged come May the 11th. However, by winning the Mountain Dew League, Swedish team Godsend have secured their position to replace our bottom team from the ESL Pro League. And if you'd like to know how the Mountain Dew League is giving amateurs a direct path into the ESL Pro League, head over to esca.net/MDL for all your info. And the next major Counter-Strike event coming up for us here at least is IEM Sydney. And in honour of that, we've dug through our archives to find some of the greatest plays of Intel Extreme Masters history. This is FNX playing against Fnatic at the Grand Finals of Katowice 2016.
They are grouping up right now in the mid, looking to see if they can just rush forward as a unit. Taco making sure that there's no flank coming in from long. And this is all on Luminosity now. Can they continue to hit the shots?
Good trade to start off with. JW going down for Cold Zero, and now LG, they need to move fast now, otherwise Dora's rotation is going to come in from Fnatic. There's a good push going in. FNX picking up one, all up with the refrag. But FNX now a triple, and he's alone in this 1-on-2. He's finally got the bomb. Now they must have heard him, and they're going to make the rotation. But the problem is now when he plants, he can't make it out, and he's stuck in here. Just getting the bomb down. He's going to have to take the fight. There's the one shot. FNX shot. Oh, no! That's an ace in the round! In the grand finals!
Unreal.
You have no idea how long it took ESL to dig through the archives all the way back to 2016. That was an intense project. Intense project.
The archives are very deep, you know, so
yeah.
The fact they started with 2016 kind of makes sense.
starting chronologically backwards.
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah. So we'll go back to 2015 next year. Either way, cool stuff from FNX. This was all well and good fun. Yeah, I mean, IEM's always had a lot of good memories going back a long way. I mean, that just kind of merely scratches the surface. Sydney now coming up, Chad. And what is the most Australian thing you're going to do when you get back to the home country?
Maybe it's
Something.
a Vegemite on toast.
Okay.
I could do that here.
You can do that here.
Is it different though? Like I always feel like if I have a cup of tea in England, it tastes different from a cup of tea in Germany.
It's the same tea?
Well, it's the same tea bags, but I think sometimes the milk is a bit different, or maybe the water is a bit different. Like
There's German cows just not producing the same kind of milk.
That's what I
it's like
think.
the same part of the world here. You know, like we can fit all of you in Australia.
Okay.
So you don't really have
It's not about
different
size, Chad.
cows or different.
Not all
Everything's
about
kind of the
size.
same. The most Australian thing, I don't know.
It
I don't
is when
think
you
there
have a
is
big
one.
country.
There isn't really anything super Australian that I will be doing.
No, like wallabies or anything like that. No kangaroo boxing.
No, nothing like that. No, that's a dark part of my history.
He started his
Don't want
career.
to talk about it so much.
We don't worry about the kangaroo fighting anymore.
Well, what we do have coming up is a little bit of a fight. It's going to be Kinguin Penguins taking on North.
Did we decide if it's a lion or a wolf?
I'm pretty sure it's a lion. It's got a mane.
It's a lion.
It's got to be a
But
lion.
they're from the north. I don't know if there are any lions in the north.
I know, that's the confusing part of it. Maybe it's
So they
just
always
like
say
a graphical
roar, you know,
effect.
like hear the roar.
Hear the roar.
Is you'd associate
That's a
roar
good
with
point.
lion.
Yeah, good one, Lauren.
Wolf would be a howl. It'd be hear the howl.
Detective.
They don't do that.
Detective Lauren.
Thanks, Chad.
Yeah, that's nice. Anyways,
That's
these two teams. Why don't we just kick it off right off the bat? If we have this clip ready, it is Cbble to start with.
Yeah,
And you have a clip.
let's go deep on this one.
Yeah, let's go real deep.
So I prepared, I think this match got cancelled, but anyway, this is an aggressive long take by Kinguin. We talk about how it's very difficult to have CT aggression on this map. They do it quite uniquely here. They use this nice smoke to cut off long and half, and then they're going to use a lot of utility to basically flush the close player out. Madge is going to go boom. He's going to explode. And they're going to use some more utility to smoke off the deep part of long and then cover the whole thing off. There's a nice Molotov, I believe they throw as well. And that basically gives them really early map presence. And this is something cool to do on the first gun round, right? Because normally you have SMGs, like we can see here. We can see an MP9, we can see a UMP. It's good to take a risk on the first gun round as well because it sets you up for the rest of the half. It shows that you're willing to take these aggressive risks. The Ts have to keep that in the back of their mind. And these lower teams like Kinguin, LDLC, like we saw before, they also have a move on this map. We didn't see them do it in the game today, but there's one that they have in their arsenal where they push people through the mid doors with the smoke, and they take risks. And it's cool to see that innovation. And for these guys to break out as a top team, these gimmicks or these players are fantastic to see. It's just the more solid style of Counter-Strike, the more just being able to hold your positions, the mid-round decisions, all that kind of stuff that they need to get better at. The strategies or the innovation is something that all these guys have.
Yeah, I think the North, I guess, then is one of the teams who've kind of bridged that gap. They went from a team who was kind of quirky when they were, I guess, like more Dignitas before they had all the additions and kind of switched things around and became more solidified. They had those kind of very quirky plays. They had that very strategic element. You had a very strong in-game leader who seemed to have a good impact with his team. And then it kind of seemed to have transferred throughout to having actual stability in it. And then the addition of a couple of players down the line seemed to have kind of smoothed it further into real kind of, sustainability.
I mean, we had the conversation during the last series is, a little bit of what we're seeing out of the top teams is you have to be able to play a little bit of a looser play style, let your players make the plays they want, let them make their own decisions. You can't really micromanage. We saw it phenomenally out of LDLC in those previous 2 maps. Kinguin, they have a lot of individually skilled players, so you'd think you could do something along those same lines.
But you've also got to apply that to North as well, because you've got Magisk, and I think you used to highlight it on Overpass, how aggressive he could be. On occasion, he'd push up past party, go past fountain, into the playground almost. So now I know that that's actually not something they script in. It's not like something that MSL will be like, okay, this is the round you're doing. It's when Magisk feels it, to my understanding. KGB then helps him with it, and sometimes it can be a hindrance, sometimes it can be a help. It may not always be MSL's plan that that's going to happen, but if he feels like, no, this is what I think will work for it, then they run it. So I think it's an interesting factor that North do have that, and then Kinguin also have that explosive potential as well within their players.
We have discussed in the past about what North need to do to bridge that gap between they're a top 10 team, but to be a top 3 team, and the consistency in the way they approach the game is one of those things, right? Having that aggression from Magic's boy, Config, everybody able to contribute from time to time, have massive games. The issue is the consistency of that, and maybe they need a learning curve. They need to put players, because these players are very new to the game, right? Config and Magic, they haven't been playing Counter-Strike. Well, Magic definitely, I know for a fact, hasn't been playing Counter-Strike for a very long period of time. He could be really helped, I guess, by being put in different CT positions, maybe trying out different roles on the T side. Get these players to be more well-rounded now, sacrifice some time in this part of the year, and then maybe by the end of it you can make a run for that top 3, right? Nobody really wants to do that, so you're just going to be very stubborn on the way that you want to approach the game.
It's hard to sacrifice the short-term kind of schedule that we have.
And even outside of, if we look at the specifics, just seeing these 2 teams on this map is actually quite fun, because in theory, I guess it's the most it's the one that they'll often go toward for both sides. It's almost their favoured one. It may not always warrant the best results, depending on what tier you want to look at or any of that sort of favourability. But both of them actually really do like this map. So again, this is 2 teams in 2 very different positions though. North just trying to stay within that kind of top 6, keep themselves relevant, get a couple of points would be great for them, solidify themselves within there and feel safe to a degree. And then of course on the other side, they need to just get off that bottom place.
What is that Australian saying that we had up there? It was Bloody Oath?
Bloody Oath, Cobble.
Bloody Oath, yeah. I mean, that's it's so weird seeing all those different teams done. I mean, Kinguin, Envy, and then I think it's Virtus Pro and NIP.
So
here's a cool
if Kinguin win theirs, would this mean that VP get into a slot where they could actually have to play for relegations?
Yeah, I mean, it's possible, I guess. I mean, we still have so many games left. And it seems like, I mean, now we've at least got some separation in terms of the teams that are fighting for playoff spots and the teams that are fighting to avoid relegation. But in those 2 groups, there's a lot of movement possible still. So still much more to go. On a map like Cbble, I mean, this is a map that you have to think North, even when they were Dignitas, we've seen great performances out of them. You think back to the Major when they had Virtus Pro essentially beat after 1/2 at 13-2. They lose that, but I mean, obviously being able to do that against VP on this map just shows a level of proficiency.
Yeah, definitely. One of the things which I see a lot with the way that North approach the map is they love the cookie cutter B execute, just that standard B execute style, right? Get everybody in position, throw your set smokes, throw the flashes and molotovs, and then go in and just trade out onto that site. What I would like to see from them is a little bit more diversity, and I think we have been seeing that in more recent time in the way that they approach the map, going over to that A bomb site more. One of the things which I think is very powerful is these new jump smokes. I don't know how new they are now, but the new jump smokes to cover off the A-long near stables and the doors and just funneling your players up mid-ramp. I think that's a really good way to isolate teams like Virtus Pro who play snacks on the A-long corridor on a constant basis. Let him sit there, let him stew. He can't do anything behind those smokes, and then deal with him after you've got that bomb down and you've got the map control. Another one is we've got Kinguin, who are one of these teams who are known for the fast B executes with the jump smokes from T-spawn. So it's going to be interesting to see how they deal with these set strats.
And for me, it's eyes on Kinguin as well. We've seen that they are really, really quite creative. You see it throughout mostly the custom maps as well, especially as you're highlighting the smokes they like to do. And I'm hoping that we see maybe them even bringing out more bits, because it's back to the wall time. They actually need everything now. It's not like they can hold anything back if they've got anything up their sleeve. If they're prepared for this is where you get to see it. So it's going to be in theory the best you're going to see from Kinguin against someone who's also very good at this map. So I think even just looking at this on paper, it's a really nice matchup, and I'm hoping we get to see the very best what Kinguin can bring.
Well, I have good news. We get to see it right now. No more wasting time. We're going to send it over to Sadicus and Henry G.
That actually is usually what I do, is waste time. But it's going to be North and Kinguin.
It is.
A lion versus a penguin.
Yeah, not a fair fight, some would say.
The penguin would absolutely slaughter the
That's what I'm
lion.
thinking. Eats a lot of fish, a lot of protein there. Very strong. Not bad.
Typically in Arctic temperatures where the lion is not king.
Yeah, it depends what they fight, right?
Yeah,
In
that's a good point.
Yeah, in the Arctic Circle, they got to struggle.
I'm sure you know this. This one's an obvious one, but the lions, the females do the hunting.
Indeed.
Yeah.
People don't know that.
I don't know how they don't know that. It's because the mane gives them away.
Yeah,
the males.
so it looks like very prestigious, doesn't it? Like it's the king.
So
Interesting
apparently,
facts coming through.
yeah, the producer says the men also
The
kill the
research team.
children. So there you go.
Well, it's Kinguin who are
Humans aren't the only ones.
bottom of the league right now. But still, I respect this team. I always have. I think they're like a very skilled unit. Obviously, the likes of Mihu and Furlan, for example, actually very good players indeed. Radan's not bad either. We saw they can be a very tactical team as well. Chad pointed out some of their intricate strategies on the CT side of Cbble, and I think they can take a map away here. I think that's possible against North, who've been a bit ropey recently. They've been saying their CT sides aren't up to scratch. But let's have a look. They'll be starting the T side this time. It's North versus Kinguin. North will be by 4 sets of armor, and MSL has the smoke and flashbang. That smoke's normally used towards a connector position, depending which side they go to, of course. If you go B side, it's going to be on the connector doors on the B side, and then if you're going for a fast A split, obviously on the other side as well. So here we go. 3 players towards long 8. Circa North, a staple really. They love to get control of this area, and then maybe go back towards B. They don't always commit.
Exactly. Wrap right around here. It might stick a little longer, but yeah, I wouldn't have been surprised. You are right. They've done that many times in the past. Config certainly wants to go longer. He's going to go not alone, but not with the bomb. They'll send that back over toward the B side. They'll try and split this up. Force rotations get kills, but kills require accuracy. They have one shot that is from far. Takes Mihu down to 13, but he's much better. He's found 2 kills, headshots in both cases towards Stables. Bomb arriving at B now, though, has Mausino low, 3 HP, yet he still finds a kill, and Mouse gets not only 1, Roland finds 2.
Well, there it is. They did wrap all the way back towards B with the bomb after Mihu hit some sensational shots over the silence USP, especially that one with 13 HP on the bomb side, goes to the broken wall position, lands another headshot, and at that point, it's quite obvious. There's no bomb there, there's only 2 players on the A side. Fake didn't really work out for them at all. And North go back in towards B, and they get mowed down once again. No plant coming in, so we'll be a force buy here in the second round. We've got 4 sets of body armor, AZ with the head armor, PT-50s, and a Tech 9 as well. So they're heading towards B. All 5 players on that side of the map. In terms of the CT buy, 2 rifles. I always like this kind of buy set of 5 SMGs. I'm not a fan of that, I have to say. And 3 UMPs to go with it. Rather a little bit more aggressive, could get something here.
Could. One's already gone through the smoke, but Config arm shows nearly flashed off Roland by his team before he gets the shot. Still flashed off, he's gonna miss Magisk dropping in. Surely they know he's there. They had to have known where his Config went down. Good headshot on MSL, last bullet. Magic bullet theory, Henry. Just might get 1 kill, can't quite do it. Both gone low, Roland and Mouse, but it's all Kinguin and 2-0. 5 staying alive as well with SMGs.
I'm surprised Ryland stayed alive for so long. He gets that first kill from that position. They didn't even check it. They did not have communication that he was there, or assumed he fell back, I guess.
Do you know in PUBG,
Yeah.
the update today was phenomenal. I actually really like the UMP in that game too.
I read people saying it sucks.
I like bursting it. Up close, it's actually quite good. I like it.
It's good in all games.
Played that game for about, what, 10 hours today?
Just 10.
Yeah, I had to get to the double digits.
Yeah.
Be a modest double digits, though. There you go. Look at the UMP go. Down goes Magisk. Roland backs off. They don't have any investment at all. No bomb plants, so can't afford to invest much.
Yeah, this is just Glocks up against the SMGs, farming a lot of cash at this point, and we'll see whether they can find a single kill here. It's unlikely, I have to say, but we'll get into it. It's going to be the 3-0. The first buy coming for North. They didn't fully commit in terms of the force buy in the second round. They had just body armor and PT-50, so they have a bit more leftover cash here. They're going to have smokes and maybe a couple of Molotovs checking the mix. Actually, no Molotovs, but they do have 5 smokes, and they're known to be a solid Cbble team in terms of the execution, especially towards that B side. You know, the SMGs are there. Maybe that's a call, but like we said, North very good at dissecting this map as a whole. They're good at getting the long A control, pushing CDs back, denying vision, wasting smokes on the CT side as well. And we'll see whether they can get anything rolling here. Going aggressive towards the drop-down area, they get denied by the incendiary that blocks their path. They'll be holding up for now. 3 players outside long A. Like I said, that's their kind of classic default. Try and find a pick there, splitting between middle as well. And AZ will be going in first, but smoked out for now. That's going to buy Kinguin a little bit of time here.
Config as well is going to work with Magisk. The AKs. Back off smoke down deep. This smoke is the deep one we saw thrown at the end part of what Chad highlighted to us for setup at the start of this game. I didn't catch if they did the mid smoke or not at long that time, but keep an eye on that. I think they're very cool with the Kinguin smokes that Chad pointed out.
Yeah,
such an aggressive way to use utility though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's cool to see. Like, it actually gives you some options at the CT side. But look at Cbble. He's actually getting a ton of information, but they are behind him. He's going to find one. That's easy. He had no idea he was there. It's a 5-on-4. This is the full buy, and the bonus round coming in from Kinguin here. They saved SMGs. Cbble with another good nade. He should be taken down at this point. There it is. MSL does drop, but Ryland straight away, he gets the reply frag, and they keep the advantage for now. 2 players towards B. Make it 3 now, as we do have Cbble rotating in as well. Flashbang sees him, and Cbble finds another frag.
Just wants to try and go back up to spot, get further damage, but they're down from drop, so he's got to be very careful on which way he goes. Quick taps to bait them in. Try and find an angle as they rush toward him, but he goes down. Just will immediately scoop up the bomb, and this could be the first round for North. They get it down in time, 8 seconds when the plant came through, so Rollin, 1 versus 2, no kit. Smoke does exist in his hands, though, and I think there's a kit down either right here or further back toward the position corner. I'm not sure. I think there's one toward the side. Either way, Cajun's going to get in behind him.
Well, they get the first frag there, but Cajun B, he steps up, and he got the entry towards B, which opened up the bombs to that. It's always going to be a rough round for the CTs. It's the bonus round. The idea is if you win that one and keeping your lesser weaponry, it's fantastic for you. You set yourself up for an amazing CT half overall, but if you lose it, it's not a big deal. Just trying to damage the terrorist economy as much as you possibly can, and you're concentrating on this round here. We have full rifles and an AWP as well. It'll be a harsh reset if you got kills in the previous round, which is exactly what they got. It came down to the 2 versus 1 in the end. So here we go then. Spiro, AWP. He'll be heading towards long A, actually, focusing on danger. Another default for North here. They know the guns will be available for Team Kinguin, so they'll probably be a little more methodical here and start using the smoke towards the end of long A, flash in, try and, like I said, dissect the map. You're just going to take it piece by piece until you get full control.
Easy. The piece that he wants out toward long corner is going to push Mihu back with Spiro. He's not gone all the way inside of the site, though, at least not yet. He's still playing and flirting with the idea of getting an off shot into the corner. There goes the tracer from Mihu. Getting closer now on the M4. Spiro actually did rotate all the way to top mid, so excuse me on that. But either way, Henry, he's still on the A side.
He is. Well, you can see North objective has been completed so far. They have long A control, push the CTs back to the side there. Spiro with the AWP. In the vent room, watching middle. His teammate, presumably at APC, that's Mihu, just got the incendiary out. He's just watching his teammates back and making sure he doesn't get taken down or sneaked upon. So let's be making sure that's under control. This will be some sort of A execution now from North. They have 2 smokes remaining, but using those towards balcony and connector. They start to come in right now. And the final play comes in. Mihu tries to flash him off. Can he find a frag here?
Might do, but has to be careful. Good timing to back away and realize mid was likely contested. He's going to try and look for an opening down toward mid yet once more. Spiro inside of the arch still has to pop out. What a play from Config around the corner. Quick transfer. Both go down. And just like that, they've got the advantage. They know where Spiro is as well. Molotov onto him. He's got to back away and go to Romeo or Juliet. Whichever one stands above and the hopeless romantic yells at her. I forget. Yeah. Rollin gets toward top mid half wall. He and the M4 has to be the aggressor. He has the kit this time. Back turns. They're easily going to spot him up. Boost inside of the site. Down he goes, and Spiro should back off with the op if he can. I think yeah, there you go. Through the vent and get out.
That was looking so good for the CT side until Config arrived. He ruins the fun. He comes to that APC position, sprays 2 of them down, and all of a sudden, the table's turn is going to be North picking up another round here. Spiro saving the AWP. Like we said, that's a big chance of Kinguin to actually reset the economy of North and potentially find 2 more rounds in a row, but not going to be the case this time. Config says no and finds 3 kills in that round. MSL joined it as well. So like we said, North going for that long end control to start, setting themselves up. They're kind of suggesting they might be going back towards B this time, actually fully committing to the A site. 2 smokes remaining, smoke to balcony, smoke towards connector, and Config just let him off the leash and see how many frags he can find as he runs into the side. Did a very good job indeed. Still some money available for Kinguin after they save the AWP, of course. It will be forcing around this. Doesn't look like the strongest, but I can see Mouse. Okay, he's been dropped a weapon. It's just one player who's a little bit shorter than the others. He's going to be Furlan. He's got the UMP. So 3 M4s in total. AWP for Spirit. We'll see if he decides to go aggressive. He is going to be facing from danger towards top and middle. And MSL might just walk into his crosshair. Ooh, good night.
MSL did walk into his crosshair. His crosshair was misplaced, and it's the Mac-10 to get the kill. Miles will go in and back out, swaps to the AK in doing so. It's Cajun that's locked into close corner. So even though they get that first kill onto Spiro, Kinguin still sits a man to the good. I'm surprised Cajun... X-Ray's missing. I thought his arm might have showed when he backed into that smoke, so I'm surprised he didn't get fired at, but I guess obviously, as he wasn't, it suggests Miles couldn't see him.
Well, it's all come to a standstill at the moment. 3 players on the B side of the map, 4 north. Have got the smokes remaining, but Mouse is very aggressive. He'll be dropping a Molotov of his own, just denying the entrance at this stage, and that's giving their position away as well. So he gets into the hobbit hole here. AZ with the smoke. It's going to be up to him to try and find a frag here.
Easy flash down. Molotov bounced to stairs, but hobbit hole held off. Good play from AZ. Just look for it though. And the push back in from Mouse is timely from the hobbit hole. It's going to leave the bomb on the deck. Majisk, window. Good shot from Mihu. And it becomes a 1 versus 1 quickly as Mihu tries to get in position. Smoke not bloom. Can't find the flick to get Cajun B as he rotates in with the bomb. He's going to plant safely inside of the smoke, left side of statue. Mihu's got to go hunting, and Cajun seems to be set and ready. But the op, is it fast enough? Nearly was, but Cajun gets the shot.
Yeah, just when they get in amazing positions, Kinguin had the man advantage there, and they got overwhelmed by AZ. Gets the opening frag there, and then the team swarm the B-bomb site, trading as they go. Comes down to the 1v1. Cajun, nice smoke placement as well. Guarantees himself the bomb. He knows it up against the AWP and reads it very nicely indeed. He knows he's denied the vision on the left-hand side. Wait for him to edge around the right, and you can see Mihu couldn't really pre-scope that. Didn't want to make the noise he was doing that, so comes in, tries to look towards upper, but Cajun B's ready and waiting. That's 3 in a row for North now, and it will be a full eco at this point for Kinguin. Ralan's got the Zeus, and there's a few PT-50s and 5.7s. B-Rush comes in though. Config, hungry for frags, has made his boy to strike first.
Down he goes. I'll continue to wrap in through connector. The Zeus was close, Henry.
It tried.
Mihu will get AZ down at least after the aggression. 3 kills for him on the SMG, and Mihu sitting with a Deagle wants 1 more. Won't get it.
Bad news is for Kinguin. They were bottom of the table with LDLC, and it was between those two who's looking likely to be who's going to get relegated. Now LDLC picked up a 2-0 against Na'Vi, against all the teams in the league who are top of the table, and that makes things very difficult for Kinguin now. It's looking likely they will get relegated. This is at least needing a split in terms of that. They need at least a map here, I would say, to stand a chance of surviving into next season. We'll see though. So get into round number 8 here. Mac-10, of course, maybe there's another B-Rush. Config just running through the smoke there, trying to see if he can challenge. There are 3 CTs waiting for them and a boosting towards drop down as well. That's Ralan. They've got so little to work with there. Can Mouse find anything? Oh, Ralan behind them.
That's a perfect position. Big play. Quick boost up, and he's already on the case. They still don't know. Now they certainly do, but can they get hidden in time? Doesn't matter. They'll get the kill instead. It leaves Majisk low. Furlan tagged up. Does MSL try and pounce upon it, hearing the tag directly in front? He's got great position. He's going to try and wait it to see if he get further information. Confirm, yes, they are indeed going to go for it. Well, that's confirmed. He walks directly into where MSL is playing, and that should spell the end of this attempt for the CTs.
This was a difficult round for Kinguin. They had little in terms of the money to work with there, and you see players are head armor, Mac-10 rushing into the side as well. It's a perfect core. You know they haven't got incendiaries to really hold you off, so sticking together, pound for pound, North always going to be a stronger team in terms of the firepower. Now to the Spirit and Mihu saving their AWP and M4A4. Looks like they will do that successfully. Spiro, wasn't really sure that was worth trying to get that kill, but he gets away with it. And now he's got another difficult situation here. Saving an M4 and an AWP. Looks like they'll be forcing around this. You might as well at this point. You've lost 5 in a row. You've got the AWP in hand. Let's give it a go. Maximum loss bonus to work with here. Look at the frag charts. Ralan, 10-5. Hasn't really done much since the gun rounds began. There's that smoke once again. Pretty beautiful smoke. Gives you a lot of options, so you push up to the box if you want to. Get a bit aggressive there on the CT side. But for now, Spiro with the AWP, he'll be in towards danger, and Mouse trying to get something going towards the B side of the map on the other platform, but it takes a brave man to try and face that against it all, especially one like Cajun B.
MSL wants to get a smoke out toward long. It's Mihu that's going to be inside of that smoke, inside of the hay bales. They'll swap back and forth, and Bad time to do it, because the flash comes through. Shapiro blinded, will be taken down by AZ, but Config found by Rollin as he pushes up at long B. And just like that, it's Kinguin back into it. Having lost the first pick, they pull one back immediately after.
Yeah, good work by Rollin. 4-on-4 now. They've got a couple of kits to work with, but Mage's boy, he's trying to at least show some presence toward drop down. We're falling back and finding his teammates on the A side of the map where they've got mid control and danger as well. So the CTs know they're going to struggle to hold this one off. The Orbs has gone down at this point as well. So they have an incendiary in hand of Miyu. That's just going to buy them a little bit more time towards long A. Flashbang's good as well. He's just trying to bait in his teammate there in that tight corner. And the shot's coming in from middle now. They know it's going to be an A side attack.
Shot through. MSL taken down, but he's left in the open. And doesn't act fast enough. That's a problem because AZ gets both. It opens up the site.
Yeah, so Furlan's hiding in that corner, but he doesn't realize his teammate's so exposed from long A actually throws him to the wolves at that point. It's going to be now a 3-on-2. Mouse and Rollin, no nades, and M4's in hand, and occasionally the Orb as well, who's just watching Connector.
And another save, potentially. Are they going to go this time?
Might as well go for their eco next round.
They'll try it. They'll get nowhere. Magisk clotheslines them on the entry. Gives him 2 kills in the round. AZ with 3. 2 big ones on the long entry. And it's 6-3 for North.
So yeah, they still keep getting that $3,400, but they haven't posted a single gun round yet. 6 in a row. So a partial buy here. Kinguin can afford to take themselves down to about the 2K mark. CZ's Deagle's body armor as well. They have got a smoke and a flashbang to work with there. That's in the hands of Rollin. Hasn't thrown it from CD Spawn this time. We're just using it for the upper platform by the looks of things. But North, they'll notice to be an eco this time, or a partial buy like we described. So basically because they were weak that round and he took all 5 down. And with $3,400, that's not really enough to do much with on the CT side. At least $4,300 a decent buy. You can buy with less of UMPs, for example, but not ideal, especially up against a full buy of North. They've got a ton of money now.
Tons indeed. But back away, Shapiro. Tagged to 15. As they continue to approach. He's going to try and get a deagle shot into him. MSL gets a few of them, to be fair. None of them on the head, though. Double Molotov down. Not only anyone pushing through the vents, but anyone on top of the stairs has to back all the way out of the hut. And just go catch off Rollin offside. Back over toward B. And that's the end of this round as well, Henry. So adding up now for North.
Indeed, this partial buy didn't really equate to too much for Kinguin, but they might as well save the armor. If you keep yourself at 100 armor, you can buy a pet out next round, but it's not really a big deal against the AKs overall. But it's worth something. It's not worth just running in and trying to get kills. You're not going to damage your North economy if you find 1 or 2 kills at this point. Might as well just save up. Hopefully they go hunting, and maybe you can have interesting positions like Mouse has got here and try and get a headshot, maybe upgrade to an AK-47. Mage's boy certainly thinking about it. He's got 100 HP. Can the CZ find him now? Apparently not.
It just okay.
Gets it. Does he get it? Well, I didn't get the weapon.
Didn't get the weapon, no. We got the kill.
Something.
Yeah.
7 in a row now. So that was a partial buy from Kinguin. Like we said, you get a bit more money saving your body armor to the next rounds. It's worth the save. And Spiro back on the AWP this time. It's a full buy for Kinguin. They managed to get the smokes. Incendiary's a couple of kits as well. We'll see whether the Orb can step up here. It's going towards middle this time. He's been focusing towards that danger position. He drops the smoke towards the mid doors. You can go aggressive there if you want to and look towards middle, but it's obviously a bit of a risk. A lot of teams know that's a possibility. Another B rush by the looks of things. All 5 players coming in. This is their set piece execution. The smokes will be coming in momentarily. Rollin, good night, my friend. Config takes down 2.
Frontline flash in the sky. Gonna try and push up. Get behind the statue as they enter. They're in fact already near him. They're on both sides. AZ already toward KFC. He's gonna watch over the teammate's shoulder as the bomb gets planted by him. And just, no, it doesn't. Yes, it does. Okay, it did get down in time as they push through. Cajun gets the shot to return favor. It means that they're still trying to fight for ground into the retake. There's no kits on either Shapiro or Mihu.
Should be on the ground.
I think there's one near the site where they line happened, but it doesn't matter. They won't get there. AZ and MSL get the kills instead.
North are so good on Cobble. When they get in the zone and they have money and they're up against opponents like this, like I said, they beat on paper in terms of firepower and strategy, they're going to run away with this game. It was a good start by Kinguin, of course. They got the 3-0 after a very nice pistol round from Mihu, but they just don't seem to be arriving here. Now they're having to force buy into almost every single round. There's another one here. No kits, one player on a shotgun as well. They don't have the AWP anymore. And we go into round number 12. This is looking pretty bleak for them. And now North have full control. That's when MSL really comes into his own. When he starts getting momentum in his favor, he's got a lot of money. The tactics are working. His players are finding frags. He can start chucking in more cavalier strategies, like just full-on rush A instead of the classic rush B, or set pieces that way, or even the default they're normally doing. That's something he has in his playbook just when he wants to kind of change the pace a little bit. Just rush down middle, all 5 people, and smoke connector, and just as they're kind of getting comfortable with the B executions, that's when you throw it in. So expect that momentarily. That's when things really get interesting for them. But for now, like we said, a bit of presence towards middle. This is the default. This will be the full execution towards B. I'm almost certain of it. So if smoke comes in, takes away the vision of the CTs, means they can't see the terrorists setting up with all of the smokes. Config just wants to go for the straight up frag here. Not going to get it this time. Mouse gets ahead of him. It's going to be a 5-on-4. So the first time in a long time, I have to say. Here come the smokes, though. Can they hold it off?
Mouse pushing shots in. Down goes Magisk.
Look it up.
Yeah, it's perfect, isn't it? Rollins got nowhere to go. AZ knows to watch the wide side, which is commonly pushed, so even if Rollins wants to move, AZ's set and ready. Bomb planted already. Yeah, I don't think Kinguin's going to be able to do much about this other than stacking toward long. I'd love to see their mid smoke come in now. Throw that mid down B, get the Molotovs out, slow them down. And then is that enough? Ooh. This might work, though. Miu goes through and gets 2 on the bomb, and it doesn't even matter if they don't have a kit.
Yeah, that's actually a nice retake. It's so difficult to hold those rounds off. That set piece, like I said, North can normally run that every single round and get the bomb down like they did, even though they lost that first encounter. Config, he tries to sneak through the smoke. If Mouse doesn't take him down, it's a 5-on-4 in North's favor. It's almost certainly get a win. That's the key frag right there. It means you can actually afford to slow things down, wait for the smoke to dissipate slightly, and then come in as a team, check the key positions, and you can see good flashbacks coming from Kinguin, managing to pick up their first round in quite a while. But this is the problem now. Like I said, a ton of money available for North. That's only 1 round on the board since the 3-0 for Kinguin. They do not want to get reset at this point. They've got some AKs. Means they can hold angles a little bit more aggressively. And like I said, Matt, here we go. The mix-up. The fast pushing towards middle. It's going to work. Major Boy gets that first frag. This is the tactic I was describing. As soon as you want to change the pace, as soon as they're getting comfortable with B, they shut it down once. You throw this in, and you actually completely change the momentum of the game. But Furlan's fighting back here, and so is Spiro.
So Spiro indeed. Easy. Position is not too bad in this. Molotov's going to go... Ooh. Where did that bounce back up? I need to see a replay of how that went.
That timing.
Good shot from Mouse, though. Catches up Config. AZ's going to go up, though. Catch off Spiro. Knows they're still back toward the bomb, but needs to find the opening in a 1 versus 3. It started off as a 1 versus 4. He's got the lineup toward the second. Furlan, he was low. Sprays in. He's got Roland. Don't face, but Mouse does. Gets the kill, thankfully.
Good lord, they made that close. They've got the bomb down there. They had 2 players in that position. One tries to edge out the smoke there, and as soon as he goes down, his teammate's facing. It's almost like they're trying to give him an opportunity at that point. But still, they managed to get the 2 rounds in a row. Still comes down to the 1v1. So AZ doesn't win the round. There's a negative on the floor. It is banned in this league, don't worry. It was a misbuy. Not the best time to do it, considering you're the CT side and you've just thrown away $2,000.
Well, and they're struggling to claw back into this.
Exactly.
They've done well to pick up that round. It would have been more detrimental to them if they had not. This will be round 14, so I think there's money for another buy after this?
No, not for the CT side.
Not quite? Okay. So yeah, there you go. $2,000 gone. That could have been good next round. Potentially, we'll
That's
see.
if they lose this.
Exactly. Just gets 1 through the door. May get another. Doesn't. Furlan is there. Config has to re-smoke out toward long. He's going to go for the one-way. Molotov's going to go to stairs. Mouse is in perfect position as a result of this. He's not quite in the arch, though. He wants to fight on! And it's damage on Cajun, but not a kill. Patience may have paid off. The second Molotov did land. But Roll on a Tree could capitalize on all the damage done by his teammate. Down goes the bomb. He's looked inside of the site, perhaps too soon, as Cajun B was still walking in from the platform. He now has the bomb. And he's the difference in this. That 3 HP he has is more than what they've got left over on the Kinguin side, plus Miu. He's the only one left to try and pull this back, and he's caught out by Cajun with the AWP. 9 rounds for North. That $2,000, Henry.
Yeah, that's a bit of a problem now. It's the 15th round, and that really would have helped them out here. It's going to be a mishmash buy of pistols and an SMG by looks thing as well. Is there a chance shotgun in the mix at all? I don't think so. So a rough round, and we're looking very likely to be 10-5 here for North. After losing the pistols 1, the 3-0, that's a very good comeback by them. looked dominant throughout most of the gun rounds there. Kinguin picked up a couple towards the end. But if they manage to find this, I'll be very impressed.
I'll throw the bomb over and let Cajun try and peek out in the open without revealing exactly where that is on the map. Come on up, Mouse. A couple more steps to your right. They're not gonna go just yet though. Furlan backs off. He's got pressure applied at the drop position. They've checked it all. Now the question is, does Mouse go to the arch after the Molotov extinguishes? Try and be clever about it. Meanwhile, bomb's going back over toward A. Shapiro's pushed up.
He is indeed, but only got that 5-7. He's by himself on the A side of the map, up against the fragging power of AZ. And Major's boy coming in from danger as well. He's got his work cut out for him. They will be focusing on middle as well. No one towards long A at all. I think Config will just watch the flanks. I was going to say, that could be a bit of a blunder. They leave that position completely open. Just walking up, contact play towards A now. They've got pistols here. They'll probably trade one frag maybe. There's one, not even that. And both of them go down. Ryland finds that, but the round should be tied up here. Spirit is fighting back, but he's only got 19 HP to try and salvage this round. And that's him in a 3-on-1. Now looking at 3
down. Yep. 10-5 for North, not bad. The wall of smokes worked very well aside from one very good retake. We didn't see as much cleverness from Kinguin as we might have expected.
Let's take a little break, shall we, Matthew? And we'll be back soon with the second half.
Well, it's been a back and forth affair. I won't quite say that, but in some ways there's been some tugging and pulling from either direction on the rope. Yeah. Started off well for Kinguin, 3-0. We thought it was all North to strike back until such time that they had a very good retake. You mentioned it inside of the B site. This was it. Mihu walking in and finding 2. They got the other toward the alleyway. And although they did pick up the next round after that, this is when things went all North after that. 2 more rounds to close it out. They go 10-5 in the half.
Yeah, North looked very comfortable throughout that first half. Yeah, they give away 5 rounds, we have to remember. Pistol's always going to be a bit of a struggle if you lose that and get the 3-0 as well. I don't like to take too much away from teams by saying, oh, they just want a pistol there. Obviously, winning a pistol against North is not going to be an easy affair. I think we say that a bit too much as commentators overall. The fact we say, oh, yeah, they got a pistol. You still have to win it. You still have to hit the shots against guys who got pistols as well. So, you know what I mean? No?
No, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro, I get you.
So, second half begins. 5 sets of armor for North. No kits available there. It suggests they might get a little bit more aggro here, maybe towards long A and middle. And we have got 2 smokes for Kinguin. They have been known for their tactical executions as well on this map. So we'll see whether they can bring anything interesting to the table. Normally it's just 1 smoke on the T side on the pistol, but here we go. These flashbangs as well. They are edging towards middle here. Shapiro just watching long A. His teammates will be going towards those mid doors. He's just protecting them. The Guardian, if you like. Not that one.
Shot up 11 HP. Tagged, but AZ fights on anyway. Finds 2 and tries to go back for more. It's Mouse that will put him down. Not hard considering the damage he's sustained. Better still, though, they wrap onto Config. 1 HP, and MSL's going to keep him alive, but he can't find the next ensuing shot. And immediately thereafter, Spiro will try and do what he can with...
Camouflage on the floor.
Yeah, not bad. They're hard to pick up in Battlegrounds. It lags a bit, right? It's the same thing here?
I think so, yeah.
Just press tab and drag it over to your inventory. It's a little quicker that way. Lauren told me that. Spiro. Waiting and trying to do what he can in this, but 10 HP, no bomb, no hope. North gets a pistol. The second pistol goes their way after being up 10-5, looking pretty good.
Yeah, this is looking great. No bomb planted for Kinguin either, so there's no chance of that third round force buy. They could go with that Na'Vi approach we saw yesterday, where you get a bomb down the first 2 rounds, you buy up in the third with Galils and armor. That's quite a cool idea. I like that a lot. But they will be forcing here in the second. Tech 9s, P250s, and 2 smokes and a couple of flashbangs here. So probably the idea, objective, get the bomb down towards B, smoke the bomb site, get some fast players in towards drop down. Actually, make that 4 of them. And here we go. Can they get anything going here? MSL finds 1, but that's all he gets. This could get interesting now. Magus Boy can't find anything at all. They're still winning 3-on-3.
Shots through from Cajun. Easy will take down Rollin. Not much for me to say in that one, Henry. Very straightforward, I think.
It got a bit interesting in terms of the initial kills from Kinguin towards drop down. It's a difficult position to hold as a CT, especially against armored players with Tech 9s. They're not going to stop at any point, and you've only got the UMP in hand. But still, Cajun B stepping up in Chicken Coop. He had the rifle, and he guns them down. It has to be a full eek at this point, and looking very likely to be 13-5. It's not a good start to the second half here for Kinguin. Got PT-50s here, no nades, and some Glocks. There's a headshot though. AZ, he'll be running away with his tail between his legs.
Spiro starts to push back in through danger. It's Config that's going to wrap around. Oh, he doesn't realize he's that close though. He was silent to get in there and therefore caught it off. He's now got a UMP, no damage taken.
This could happen.
Yeah, something to work with. Oh, spotted though by AZ, who takes him down over top by jumping on top of the hut, just barely able to see the top of his head. The dome of his head shining brightly, like someone we know. As Furlan starts to walk in, MSL gets the kill. AZ does the same toward long. It's traded back, but then that's the end of it. MSL collects the remaining kills.
So they get something there. A dink at the start and a Glock kill, but ultimately quite comfortable for North. 13-5 and an AWP for Cajun as well. There will be a buy available for Kinguin here, but certainly no sniper rifle for them. It's going to be 5 AKs and 5 smokes as well. More Molotov. Molotov's very important on Cobble, I have to say, especially towards that upper platform position. We'll just follow that flash. He gets rid of that probably for an incendiary. But here we go. Round number 4. This is probably a must-win round for Kinguin at this stage. 14-5 and no money into the next one. That's if they get no plant. That could be GG. So, Config, double AWP set up on the CT side, and it's Ryland to open things up. He finds MSL as well. That's towards the drop-down room. That's the second time now they've found opening kills towards that position. They're going to be striking towards A as well, so just forcing a rotation potentially as well. I think there's only one player towards the A side of the map. That's AZ. He's in long A. Config is in the connector, but he's not really watching towards A at all because his teammate, went down and dropped down. So, here we go.
Furlan. Decent damage on AZ. Good response from Rollin to push down middle, actually. Make sure that he catches him off before he gets back in toward the danger position. That gives them A comfortably, and this one's definitely theirs. But just Glass alive, 1 versus 5. Over toward B. Bomb already planted. Save the M4. Not a full investment coming out from MSL. Remember, he had 3 kills in the last round on the SMG, but the rest of his team did buy in considerably, so there won't be a ton of cash. But Jessica's going to need this M4. And then MSL will be able to drop 1 as with him, and they'll be able to have 4 guns at least. Should be a UMP as the 5th. Yeah, easier Cajun.
Yeah, if Major saves this, they're fine. They've got a relatively good buy coming in. There'll be some compromises here or there, but we'll see how they manage it. Major's boy is in towards the B side. Doesn't look to be hunted down here, but a success round from Kinguin. The double AWP set up. And lose North. Couldn't get anything rolling there at all. The opening kill comes in towards drop down. That's a problem. As I said, it means Config can't really focus its attention towards A anymore, and that's where Kinguin decide to go. Very nice round from them. Nice on-the-fly calls. Over on that A-bomb site, AZ couldn't really do much about it. And we get into round number 5, 13-6. So there's the compromise. AZ's down to the shotgun now, and a UMP for MSL. Cajun still has his AWP though, so pressure's on his shoulders whether he can actually maybe get aggressive towards the B platform or Try and find an opening frag of any sort. Looks like it'd be more conservative towards the chicken coop.
Mihu will put a smoke out toward AZ. Stack up toward long as well. Config and AZ getting ready for Mihu to push around the corner. Flash going in toward the bottom of the mid-ramp. Config will back away. Config, Cajun, they're all the same, aren't they?
Yeah.
Rollin gets down in toward drop. Confirmation. Cajun gets Rollin, though. He's going to sit still to watch that long B position. AZ's in a reasonably good spot. Doesn't like the white man on the green sign, though, so he throws a rock at him.
That's a nice little flashbang to retreat, at least. He's got the shotgun. Wants to change his position up, and he's just going to be holding a triangle. He just wants one kill. They've got the advantage right now. He's got a shotgun. If he just gets one frag, even at this stage now, it'd be amazing. Config still doing amazing work towards middle. That's the bomb going down. AZ should do well here. Does some damage, but not quite enough. Config finds his third. Fantastic round from him, and that should tie things up, and he wants a bit more by the looks of things as well. Not going down just yet, but he's got other ideas. 2-on-1 now. He was 6 HP, 20 seconds remaining. Has got the orb. Still has a chance of winning this one, but he's still going to get that bomb down.
He's desperate to try and find this next pick. He needs it. But Magiska's looking the right way. I thought the model was looking toward top mid when we saw him, and the op would have had the jump, but it wasn't. So, and now is North on 14 rounds. 2 to go. Kinguin, a bye here, but that's going to be it, Henry. Have an op at least. It's on the ground in case you don't see it.
I can see it now. Spiro, he'll be the one to pick that up. Here we go. Last chance saloon for Kinguin. It's going to be a double upset once again for North. Didn't work out for them last time, but they did lose that first frag towards drop down. I'm sure MSL are changing things up here. Config with the flick shot towards middle there. Doesn't quite land it. And it gives Mihu a window of opportunity to maybe find something here. And that's perfect. Config thought he had all the time in the world to rotate in, change his position and challenge again, but Mihu had already slipped in. 5-on-4 once more.
Magisk boy with a nade going through will catch off Magisk. Rollin will wait.
Oh dear.
No, that's a missed thrown flash. His teammate immediately identifies that, throws another one out, but it's too late. Magisk capitalizes, so too does MSL. And Mihu's caught the reload of MSL. I thought was about to get caught out as MSL turned around, but it was actually to do so safely. They had no idea that he walked up from the bottom of middle. AZ was not able to spot it, and that means he's got problems. He's locked into this corner. Timeout for AZ.
Yeah, and he's got players from middle as well. Comes down to the small timings here. It's going to be Mouse coming from danger. If he finds his frag, they probably get the round, and AZ isn't watching it. He's trying to focus his attention between both, and a nice reaction shot there to bring them the advantage.
Shapiro's made it up toward top middle. He'll bring the bomb to the site. AZ will wait to try and go for the retake with his teammates. Cajun B, he's already made it through the B tunnels. And the rotation now confirmed as the bomb goes down on A, as Magisk will leave the B site. Cajun's going to start it with the AWP. And they'll boost toward Romeo to Juliet. It works because Magisk is not expecting that at all as he tries to shoulder peek his way in toward the stairwell. Shot Mihu. They're going to make this work as well. It could in fact be, and he gets all 5. Down he goes. AZ gone. Well played. Very well played to sneak up mid.
Yeah, he's always been such a great talent, Mihu. And
second in the 1v1 last year to Shocks.
That's true. I forgot about that. Yeah, he's always been fantastic in terms of mechanical skill. Displays what he can do in that round. Sneaks through middle, finds Config at the start, then finds 4 more as well. I think you're all headshots there. Very good stuff from Mihu. Keeps Kinguin in this game at least for a few more rounds. 14-7. North now down to an eco. No need to force buy really, considering the scoreline. So let's be taking some Deagle CZs here. May just gets armor with the P250, and he'll be in drop down. Has a chance, but can't find that initial shot.
Can't find the shot indeed. There's Rollin. While trying to clear and continue to clear the drop room. AZ goes back out with the Deagle toward long. He's going to be greeted rather unfavorably shortly by the AK, as Mihu ready indeed for that. Takes him down. Rollin will follow that up with MSL. North, although they sit back slightly with weapons in this one, they're not going to be in a good position in the next either. So this game goes a little bit longer. Kinguin winning a very crucial round in the last one to give themselves a fighting chance, I think. But it surely is a fight. No question about that. Still have 7 more rounds on top of the 7 they have just to tie this.
Yeah, this is, like you said, almost double eco territory for North as well. So they will get 14-8 and maybe even 14-9. The money coming in next round will be 1,900 on top of the 1,500 North have right now. I'm talking over this situation. There's not really too much is going to happen here. To the occasion getting dropped by Mouse. And this Mage's boy now who upgrades to a Deagle. He's got armor already. Might as well save the armor because they're going to be eco next round regardless. So might as well see what he can do into the next one. This round didn't really work out for them. Config finds the only frag to get a UMP, but that got mowed down pretty quickly here. So another round for Kinguin. 14-8 does indeed come in. And they keep 4 players alive as well, so relatively healthy round for them. Money's starting to swell. Still have a chance here. You always have a chance till it says 16 at the top. Like I said, no real chance of buying into this one. North, maybe just some more pistols here. HE grenades could be an interesting idea. We talk about that airstrike sort of setup you can do at the B site. Wait for them to come in and drop 5 grenades on them, but it's quite rare that ever works out. A lot of teams try it. And in terms of the buys, no one getting armor. Just going to be focusing on the bigger picture here. So Mage's boy, the only one of significant investment, the Eagle and armor. Flashbang's going in. Looks like a fast B execution from Kinguin. This could be a problem for them. They have no idea if they're walking to a stack. They're not this time, to be fair. And here comes the final.
Deagle not there. Brawlin gets Magisk. Spiro Mihu. We said the double eco. Good shot by Config.
Yeah, that's not bad.
But it's AZ with it all to do. 1 versus 4. The terrorists win, according to the game, Henry.
And they are accurate.
In my world, the terrorists never win. I'm a freedom fighter to the end, Henry.
Fighting terrorists.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Falls comes in at this point. Kinguin probably calling this just to work out how they're going to make these next 6 rounds work out for them. North need 1 for match points, and there is another buy available for them at this stage. Not the best. You can see KGB, well, you can't see, I can see. They've got the AWP out, only body armor for him though. He hasn't really got much in terms of utility. I'll look at the frag charts while we're here as well. So MSL, he's actually leading the charge with AZ as well. They're both on 18 kills, and beneath them is going to be Mage's boy at the bottom, right to say that. On the other side, it's going to be Ralin, who's got 20, and Mihu, after getting that ace, he's made his way up to 14. He's actually kept in quite a quiet game before that, but I guess he made up for it with that stellar performance. Ralin's on a Mac 10. I don't like this at all. The fact is, it's 49, right? Yes, the Mac 10 is great to save that and keep some money up and try and see what you can do, but at this stage, your money doesn't really matter that much. He's got 5k in the bank and a Mac 10 in hand. I think let's get rid of that, get the AK out, and let's look at winning the game, trying to farm some cash in a game you could lose because of that particular weapon. But good news is, I guess, 2 players don't have head armor, so the Mac 10 could be kind of viable, but it's occasion B. It's not going to let you get close to him to actually use that weapon, but we'll see whether it works out for them. Ralin will indeed stick on the Mac 10. Number 9. 1 kit for Config.
One kid indeed. AZ waits, forward stance, very forward stance from North. They want to win this. No peek out toward B as a result of it. They have to stay more passive on that side of the map. If they were going B and they could get that information obtained early enough, they could try and flank it out, but this would thwart it. The fact that Kinguin has 2 still toward long evaluating and trying to control the situation. MSL with the small gap toward, but doesn't. Mihu gets down Config. This could be problematic, although they've overestimated, or rather underestimated, I should say, the fact that there's going to be another out toward long, and AZ's aware of it, spots both. 1 gets down toward mid, 1 gets in the sight. AZ's plans are gone, but he still manages 1 kill. Those were the other 2 are, has to be quick. It all slipped away in a matter of seconds. Had he taken the first shot, he may have done a little bit better, but it's always hard to tell.
Yeah, he just wanted to try and guarantee the round victory. That gets very unlucky in terms of the timings. I think when you get 2 players in the screen, you should probably take it at that point and try and wait for your teammates to come in. But another round coming for Kinguin here. It has to be a safe occasion. He's in the B sites with Mage's boy trying to hold on to their weapons. Kinguin with a fast attack towards the A site. Managing to find the initial kills there. You can see that setup in danger. The North have shown us a few times here. It's 1 player tight in the corner watching towards middle, and the other player on the other side watching the long A position. It normally works out quite well for them, but losing the first frag. As soon as 1 player goes down, it gets very chaotic in that position because you've got to watch both sides and you're getting pincered. And as you're hitting all your shots, it can get a bit messy for them. So double digits now for Kinguin. It's not the stomping I was expecting after losing the pistol here in the second half. They managed to string 4 rounds in a row now, so certainly making a case to win this map. It's not over just yet. Wolf do manage to save the orb, and oof, I thought that was going to hit. It doesn't. But fourth stage loss bonus, that's $2,900. So we'll see what they can do here. Another tactical pause. This will be for North this time. So they saved the orb, they saved the M4. They can drop UMPs to their teammates. And I think at this point it might be worth it, because you've got the orb up and the M4 as well. One player could buy a FAMAS as well. So I think they'll probably do this and see whether they can end it, well, at least get match point right now. That's what they'll be discussing at this point. But Kinguin, they'll be aware of the financial situation, working it out themselves. Maybe they chuck into something very fast this time and try and shut down where the orb might be. It looks like we're actually going for a more conservative approach from North here. They're going to go for the P250s and body armor, a deagle for MSL as well. They still have the better round to work with it, so no desperation forces required, it seems. Occasion, though, with the long spawn towards long A. I guess we'll follow him just for now and see whether he can get anything going at all. It's a real difficult angle to face, especially if you're up against another AWPer. There is someone waiting for him, but that's Mihu this time. The jump across from his teammate to bed out a shot. And now he's got a bit of intel, but doesn't get much for that push.
Just will back away. Oh, and down, so a good start. This is what North need to do. Stabilize the round. They can't push it toward long. Mihu's still waiting over there with the bomb as well.
Yeah, boosted Major's boy up towards drop down, occasional long A. Those are the 2 weapons, trying to find frags actively at the start. Major's boy takes a lot, excuse me, takes a lot of damage there. So he gives his weapon over towards Config, which makes a lot of sense if you think about it. 5 and 4. Now use Major Sid bait. Allow Config to get some frags here. MSL's been boosted up in the tree as well. Bomb's still down at the top of middle. Time ticking away. And it's up to Spiro, it seems, the AWP to try and find a frag for Kinguin. Just patiently looking towards Chicken Coop. Throws that Molotov in just to try and flush anyone out in that position. At least he gets intel now that no one's going to be there. He'll fall back. And it looks like they're switching up towards A potentially, as with the bomb still down.
Bomb still down. Mihu goes back to grab it. Things stabilized. 28 seconds. They have to go on B. 2 players inside of the site to hold them off. Burley dropping in. Gets the first on Magisk. Job done, but it's MSL up close with pistol. It's going to get one more in Config. That'll slow them down. Good shot, Spiro. Bomb. It's not yet in the site. The op has to stand in charge, and it's a USP to win the duel. Mihu getting the kill back with 8 seconds. He's going to tap to fake and try and pull out the player from drop. But little does he know, it's not drop. It's in the site and dropping down. Mihu's heard it. He's thought it better than that, AZ. He's gone completely around behind, but he's missed the shot for the AK. Nearly prevails. Not quite. Map point, AZ. Just barely getting there.
Just about. I thought he was going to almost certainly take the duel at that point. At least check if he's off the bomb, and somehow comes out on top with a P250 and no armor. He wins the duel there against a full HP remaining terrorist. That's going to be match point obtained by North. It's the AWP and M4 combo. As Major's boy towards drop down, open things up. Gives the M4 to Config. He finds 2 more frags. And they get round number 15 on an eco. And they manage to scavenge an AWP as well. So there it is. Now Kinguin, the pressure is firmly applied towards their side. It's going to be 5 in a row required. North just need 1 round to take the first map, which is Cbble. And a double AWP setup is the way they're going to try and finish things off here. Here we go. Kinguin will have a full buy available for them. Similar smoke thrown by AZ, almost the exact same smoke as Kinguin would have been throwing. Bomb down towards B this time, and a nice frag coming from Mihu. He actually gets towards long A and catches AZ with a flashbang in his hand, so that's going to work out very nicely indeed. And they have got the man advantage. So Cajun, up to him to try and get the frag back in return. He's going to smoke out towards the entrance of the B platform there and hope he can find maybe the player at the boost, or Spiro, who's just beneath it.
Good shot, Spiro. North struggling to close this still, as they have 2 players left in this round. Config's in an all right position, though, because they think to come back to A. Good first shot. Now they know he's there. Magisk has to win it drop. Has to. No other option. Round's done, I'm afraid, at that point.
Yeah, if he gets 1 kill there, maybe they've got a real chance of that. 3-on-2 that would have become. But not going to be the case. Config, they know exactly where he is. They won't be letting him out of long A, or even retreating back towards middle here. They've got middle on lockdown, and it's going to be Config. They're trying to stay alive at this point. That was a big previous round for them, but in terms of the reinvestment, they have gone down to 0 3 players, that is, and Config takes a tick of damage. That gives away his position. Mouse knows it, and he'll be getting this kill almost certainly there. 15-11, and this has to be an eco for North. So a chance of overtime here for the Polish side. Certainly helps their campaign here, and with KGB on 5k, they probably won't force into this one. They'll probably be a little bit patient here. Oh, okay, maybe not, Matt. They're going all in. So this could be the window of opportunity we've been looking for Kinguin. If they win this round, certainly going to be an eco into the next. We'll see whether KGB and his M4A4 can make anything happen here.
Jump up, easy into the hay. Kinguin are making a real case for this game, I have to say. Indecision. Goes from a pistol to the rifle. Gets the shot off in time, no less. They get the opening pick. Molotovs are gone inside a drop, and MSL with a deagle. Aiming low, body shots. And we flashed and pushed back off of it. Config's already rotated around. He's just trying to contain them with the deagle. Cajun again is the one with the rifle. He's gonna, oh, all right. Take back aiming low. He's gonna hold off the window. MSL gets Furlan. Hesitation starting to cost Kinguin, as they need to continue trying to get progress on the map. 53 seconds, no need to rush it, but they have no map control. And the bomb goes back over toward A. A is AZ's territory. Hasn't been perfect on this side of the map, I think it's fair to say. Particularly the round where Mihu was able to slip up and ended up getting the ace, but he knows now they are coming in. It's gonna bring Cajun back over with the M4. Gets another and a third as he turns back out toward long. That leaves just one remaining. It's Spiro, and down he goes. Cajun with the rifle, 4 kills.
Well, lovely work there from Cajun, absolutely. To finish it off on a force buy as well, that's going to be a sigh of relief coming in from North. It's a bit of a gamble there. They lose that round, potential double eco coming in after that one. So they win at 16-11. Probably not as convincing as it should have been. They had a huge advance coming into the second half. But Kinguin, they did a good job of fighting back on their T side, looking pretty decent. Some nice executions coming in. And great play from Mihu, especially on his massive clutch round as well. But Mafia, that leaves us with one thing to do. We're going to take a quick break and we'll throw it over to Jason to see what he thought of the game.
Thought it was pretty cool. And we obviously saw some things that North referenced in their tweets, saying their CT sides aren't as good as they'd like them to be. It seemed at a moment like they were going to crack and crumble a little bit. A lot of C's going on in that phrase. Need to be careful with that.
Dangerous.
Yeah, very dangerous.
Another C on the desk. Chad, we'll take it from here.
You could have gone very differently with that.
I thought you were going to go in a
Also
completely different
accurate.
direction, and you still would have been correct. Exactly.
Thanks, Jason.
God bless it. Why do you have to do that? But either way, a pretty cool game out of Kinguin. We said they've got some power. We said they got some strength, and they showed some tenacity here.
On the T side, I'd say.
Yeah.
CT
Okay.
side, they won the pistol and then did almost nothing else.
Well, what did they get? They got 5, right?
Yep,
So yeah,
won
they,
the pistol
you take out
and then-
the pistol round, you take out the 2 eco rounds, and yeah, as Lauren's saying, 2 gun rounds, not impressive.
That's the golden number for Na'Vi, though.
Where
Means absolutely nothing in this context, does it?
But I
Yeah.
like it. Sweeping statements, Jason.
it's
Yeah,
very
in
difficult to
general.
to try and break down, you know, how relentless the B execute can be from North, right? The very first gun round, I believe, someone correct me if I'm wrong, that they did an A strategy and they were able to win the round there. But then from that point, they were mainly attacking the B bomb site. And the reason this becomes very difficult to deal with is once they've done the execute once, you make the adjustment. All right, do we hold on to our utility for a little bit longer? Then when the execute comes in, we have stuff to stop it with. Do we make a mid-round flash pick and try and stop them from being able to use their utility? And then as you make these adjustments, North are already one step ahead. It's like, okay, so if they're going to flash peek, we'll just set Cajun up with the AWP. They can flash peek. It's okay. He's going to take them down. And you just slowly transition through like all the natural progression steps and stay one step ahead. And that's how the B execute can be so strong. And eventually when they did break, they went A, and they were a bit unfortunate not to win that next round, but they were playing everything correctly and basically making Kinguin chase them and chase MSL's logic. So that's kind of the progress you want to have as an in-game leader, and that's the reason you have set strategies. You do certain timings on things. It's so that you can make the CT side keep guessing.
And I still like the CT side aggression as well. We saw a little bit every now and then. KGB playing up on the platform, put himself up, deep smoke himself out, flash into it, and he plays up and pushes people back. It wasn't like as highly successful as we saw some other teams doing it, but I still just like the concept that teams are still trying to find new ways to find some sort of CT side play on Cobblestone, because it still feels like one of those maps where it's very, very limited and it's hard to kind of come up with new ideas. There's almost no way you can build new things towards. So it's still nice to see another couple of teams, you know, picking it up and adding it to the arsenal.
What did we notice anything? Just a quick thought. Did we notice anything about the CT side of North that might be cause for worry? Like why they may be struggling? Is there any like fundamental or thing that's going on in their defense that you noticed? You could say no if the answer is no.
Not particularly.
Okay.
I think it's maybe more of like a deep-seated or issue, maybe just a mentality thing for them, because they have the skilled players who should be really good at being able to just hold positions and shoot heads, which is mainly what you're looking for on the CT side. Maybe because they like the aggression. Cobble, like Lauren mentioned, isn't a map where they can seek that
Limited
out.
options.
So on this one specifically, maybe that's why you see like a Magix or a Config not being as effective as what they would be on another map where they can get a lot more aggressive plays happening. So that could be one reason. And aggression on the CT side does become predictable in a sense, because they will eventually make a mistake, and you can eventually capitalize on a T unless they're just having one of those godlike games. So I can't really see anything from that match. Maybe in the next one we can look a little bit deper into that one, Jason.
Yeah, I would like that very
Jason.
much. Yes, we're just gonna slur our way through these ending segments. It's been a long day. Yes, the next map there might be some potential for some of that aggression. A little bit more forgiving of a map is Inferno, but the first map goes to North. We'll see if Kinguin can respond when we return.